The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Then it's Young, then it's Clint Capella, and it's Herter in at the 1. And for the Nets, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving, then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Young left side. Back to Capella, and there's the pass to Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention, someone's often left open.
Herter passes to Reddish. Irving against Young. Over Irving. Offensive rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to KD. Inside. Here's Jordan. Outside for KD. Harden inside the 3-point line. Tries again. Takes a 3. No good from Durant.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young dishes to Collins. That one goes. Count it.
The power and the tenacity that this kid shows, Collins not to be denied.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Trae Young. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kevin Herter.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Rondo against Griffin, and Rajon Rondo the basket on the assist from Gallinari.
2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Here is Harden. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. 1:43 left here in the first quarter, and he gets the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Harden against Rondo. Charity stripe shot, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Here's Harden. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game.
Rondo against Harden. Back to Snell. Here's Okongwu. Griffin grabs the board. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 5. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
It's stolen by Rondo. Lays it in off the breakaway. Rondo's got his second basket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And the basket by Harden.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Gallinari outside. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Hawks on top, up by 7. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Tony Snell is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Bogdanovic in at the small forward. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
A nice shot by Griffin.
You talk about a guy that can finish through contact. That's Blake Griffin.
Snell finds Rondo. Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari wide open. Drills it from outside. Gallinari's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Outside Griffin. Back to Irving. Unloads from 13. And the jumper falls for him. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Here's the teardrop. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Okongwu. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Nets trail by 8. Picked away. Fast break, the Hawks. Young passes to Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. Off with the layup. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line. And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Puts it up from 15. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Young. Collins. And Collins is right there. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
KD against Collins. Durant kicks to Harris. Outside for Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Luwawu is checked in for Landry Shamet. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. Bucket is good.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
KD looking around. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Harden outside. On the wing, Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Durant. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Capella, high post. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. Let's get to it. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Harden the pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Kicks it out to Collins. From deep. No good there. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And on the way from Irving for three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside. Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for Jordan. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kevin Huerter.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Pass to Collins. From the arc. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
On its way from Irving for 2. That shot no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Back to Collins. Rondo kicks to Young. Over Irving. At the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's now got his first basket of the night.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Landry Shamet. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Young. Bogdanovic looking around. There's the triple. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovic touched it last. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Kyrie Irving.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Outside Irving. Kicks to Griffin. Right side Irving. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 8 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Back to Gallinari. And the pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bogdanovic wide open. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9. Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. Dishes to Griffin. Green kicks to Irving. With 1 on the clock, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have had the And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Reddish. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the points. There's the lob to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And on the way from Irving for 3. The putback. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Herter. Now the feed to Reddish. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Young's checked in. Harden surveying the D. Jordan finds Harden. Clock at 6. Durant against Capella. Here's Irving. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
That's the guy you want right in that position. Kyrie can get you a bucket.
Irving against Young. Gallinari in the corner. Passes it to Young. Steps back and fires. Outside Irving for 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taken advantage of what the defense allows.
And Young kicks to Reddish. Back to Young. Out to Gallinari. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Irving passes to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. But it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Young inside. Covered by Irving. Shot clock at 6. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night. Irving looking for an opening. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Young, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Fires from the wing. And it's Irving missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And the Hawks with possession here. Collins kicks to Reddish. Hawks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And that one's good, Irving.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
The three, and he's good on the three ball. Herter's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Herter taking big shots.
Harris outside. Fires from deep. Got a hand on it. Durant with the steal. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Atlanta. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. The dish now to Collins. Good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to Harris. The deep three from Harden. Durant finds Jordan. Back to Durant. Pulls up. Ooh, offline. They get a hand on it. Outside Irving. There's the triple. Misses the tray. Missed. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. A great view of our broadcast location today. Downtown. And
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Atlanta, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. Now here is Holiday. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
The rebound by Young. Down low, kicks it out to Collins. They get it back. Capella, Young in the corner. The floater, and he lays it up and in.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Here's the pass to Capella. Here's Herter. It's Young on the wing. Puts it up from 15. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. One-on-one fast break. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Kept alive.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Collins finds Young. Over Holiday. Young, good. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And they pick up 2.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Collins looking around. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Now here's Antetokounmpo, still looking for his first bucket in this one, and he makes the 8-footer.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Here's Capella, out left to the wing. Reddish the pass to Herter. Hawks passing it around. Here's Capella. Chalk up 2 there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Pass to Young, and here is Capella. Lopez covering, stolen by Holiday. And they're running. Here's Middleton. The putback, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got 6. The Hawks leading by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Molinari, he's checked in for Reddish. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And Augustine kicks to Portis. 4 seconds left. Augustine, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
One important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. And Okongwu slams it in.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
He's covered by Rondo. Pass to Portis. Pass to Forbes. 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. Rebound, Atlanta.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. And Rondo sends it back.
Oh, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
The Hawks leading by 8.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show. And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Here's Snell. He kicks it to Okongwu. Gallinari outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Giannis grabs the miss. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing here by 8. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Reddish, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Tony Snell. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
The Hawks making a switch here. Herter's checked in.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Puts it up from 15. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now here, that was terrific.
My goodness. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Here's Young. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And so it's Atlanta. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Atlanta had no problems getting going. They had great chemistry early on, both offensively and defensively, stringing together an impressive 8. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes, too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
Young passes to Capella. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
It's Giannis with the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 17. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Reddish the pass to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Inside. The kick out to Young. Off target from outside.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
The pass to Collins. At the top of the key, Capella. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Herder, no good.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bogdanovich wide open. Offensive rebound. Passes to Snell. Dishes it to Okongwu. And stolen by Portis. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Yes! And the foul. That one on Gallinari.
It's not rocket science. At some point, the defense has to show more urgency getting back in transition.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
The dish to Forbes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Forbes has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Snell, no good. On offense here, the Bucks. This run now up to 13-2. Now, here's Portis. Defense right on him to the inside. And stolen by Okongwu. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket for Rajon Rondo.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. To the middle. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Portis kicks to Connaughton. 4 on the shot clock. Over Bogdanovich. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Gallinari outside. Here's Herter. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovich. And he overshot that one, missing. Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Ahead. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Milwaukee on top as they end the third quarter with a 13-4 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, It means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Collins.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Holiday against Young. To the paint. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Torrey Craig. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Holiday. Good work defensively by Capella.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now Middleton. And here's Holiday. Tries from 7. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one. Pass to Capella. Young with the ball. Count that one.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Giannis throws it down.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Young against Holiday. Young passes to Capella. Lopez with the block. One-on-one here. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing he can find his teammates too.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Here's Young to the middle. Capella. Lopez with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Middleton right side. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Used all 7 feet and about a third of a ton to get that one up and down.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Pass to Capella. Young outside. Will it go? The Hawks again can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Inside, here's Goodwin. And the layup's good off the glass.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Connaughton kicks to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Here's Goodwin. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And so the Bucks take the win. They came in here and all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. D8.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. Basket counts. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here is Harden following the basket by Giannis. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
The shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Harris dishes to Durant. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Harris. For three, Middleton drills it from outside.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now, here is Irving. Shoots from the elbow. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Now Harden, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. KD against Middleton, and slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the dunk by Giannis.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now here's Harden.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game. Harden hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Holiday up top, guarded by Harden. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
A shifty player who really thrives on making the right play. Holiday sure runs a smooth pick and roll.
Now here's Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Harden against Holiday. Irving kicks to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Shoots from the baseline. The putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Now here's Middleton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now Brown, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Yep, that one goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Augustine looking around. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
And quietly, DJ Augustine has become one of the game's better three-point shooters. This is an established player who finds ways to continue to be productive, guys.
The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, Griffin in position. No good there. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
No good from Connaughton. Nets trail by 4. Brown right side. Pass to Luwawu. Portis against Green. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Augustine, that's good.
Well, the repetition, right? DJ Augustine has run this type of play time and time again, and critical, helping him in that situation.
Shamet the pass to Brown. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Connaughton, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got DJ Augustine, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Over in the corner, Brown. Fast break, Milwaukee. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Griffin passes to Green. And foul on the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden kicks to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's KD. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Forbes. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Harris outside. Taken away by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's running. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his fourth rebound in this one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Forbes can't get it to go. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A 12-point game. Green kicks to Irving. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Giannis against Durant. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Holiday's got his first 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Giannis high post. KD's on him. And that one's good by Giannis.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Irving. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Well, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Over Irving. Lopez kicks to Forbes. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Here's Durant. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving with a clean look off the left rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Giannis inside. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 6... And that'll do.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's Holiday. Bucket is good. And the Bucks lead by 17.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Irving from long range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And that one's good, Irving.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Outside Holiday. Middleton for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving looking over the floor. From 7. Good on the jump shot. Irving's got 6.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Over Harden. And off the front iron. And in it goes.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Lopez against Irving. Lopez with the steal. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Drains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
DiVincenzo against Irving. And there's the pass to Harden. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8. Milwaukee leading by 18. Giannis outside. Passes it to Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Craig passes to Portis. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 20. Here's Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. To the paint. Here's Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got 7 points for the quarter.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
On its way from Irving for 2. Milwaukee with the rebound. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. No good on the triple. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Griffin finds Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 11 points.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Here's Connaughton. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Nets trail by 18. Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can put those alley-oop feeds as high as you need to when Griffin's on the receiving end. He'll pick it up off the top of the backboard if he has to.
And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Shoots over Brown. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Irving. Over Augustine. They get the rebound. Pass to Luwawu. Irving for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Well, you love to see DJ Augustine just hustling all over the floor defensively. What a great job contesting.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Nets trail by 14. To the inside. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Irving.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Offline with his 3. Irving against Holiday. Irving up top. Over Holiday. Griffin, the rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jordan with it. Picked up by Portis. On the wing, Irving. All sorts of time. Count it. Good. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. And it's Irving with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. That one goes. Count it. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Irving against Holiday. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Portis trying to free himself. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. Now here's DiVincenzo. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Harris against Middleton. Harris kicks to Irving. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Middleton looking it over. From past the arc. Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Harris. DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. From the arc. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
The kick out to Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. 24 seconds left in the game. Bucks passing it around. Shots good by Middleton.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Count the basket.
You know this. Kyrie Irving, when he has the hot hand, is lethal. On a night-by-night basis, he is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Outside Holiday. And so the Bucks take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
you complete the entire All-Star Spotlight Sim, you'll be rewarded with Galaxy Opal.
What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the power forward position. And for Atlanta, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Young in at the one spot. Now, here's Capella. Here is Harden. Inside. 17-foot shot on the way. The shot by KD. No good. And now here comes Young leading the break. The Hawks working the ball around. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Now, here is Young. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Outside Durant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Young, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Here is Durant. After Clint Capella's bucket. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. It's Durant on the wing. And the shot goes in.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
The shot misses. Good work defensively by Capella. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Magic in Orlando. The kick out to Young. He feeds it to Capella, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Hawks, Alinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. KD on the wing. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
He's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Reddish. 5 to shoot. And here is Capella. Over Jordan. And it's Capella missing. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Rondo with it to the inside. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Rondo.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Harden. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Here's Bogdanovich. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The high post shot. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 6. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rondo against Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Orlando. Reddish the pass to Capella. To the paint, Durant with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant. Back to Shamet. Harden finds Shamet. Left side, KD. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Hawks, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Let's keep it alive. And Green is right there.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gallinari passes to Okongwu, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Irving dishes to Griffin. Green kicks to Brown. Irving against Rondo. The 15-footer with the putback. Gallinari with the rebound. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Rondo passes to Okongwu.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. Irving, good.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth-quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
Yeah, it was definitely a gut check with W form. I mean, they never gave up or gave in, even when things looked bad for them.
Griffin passes to Irving. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He sinks it after the KG pump fake. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Tony Snell. Left side, Brown. KD looking around. Kept alive, Irving. The second effort. Griffin kicks to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving with a clean look. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
Harden against Young. Harden the pass to KD. And the three off target. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Young dishes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
It's good. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. From 12 feet out. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Young against Harden. Pass to Durant. Rebound by the Hawks. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young's running. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, you can't afford to let Young slip by you, especially in these open floor situations.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it would... And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. KD with the bucket.
When you've got the kind of game and shot Durant has, you don't lack for confidence. He is ready to catch and fire whenever he gets the opportunity.
The pass to Reddish. Young in the corner. Six on the shot clock, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Harden scanning the floor. 13 feet away. And And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
Harden against Young. Harris kicks to Harden. Passes it to Jordan. Rebounded by Capella.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Outside Collins. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Took him no time at all on that one. 15 points for KD.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Herter passes to Capella. Takes the 3. They get the rebound.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Harden dishes to Harris. They double team KD. That's good from Harris on the assist by KD. KD's got 3 assists now in this one. To the right side. Young looking around. Down low. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Brooklyn leading by 5. Outside Irving. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Okongwu. Here's Rondo. Pass to Okongwu. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Brown the pass to Griffin. Gallinari with the steal. Okongwu with it. Working on Green. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Rondo against Irving. It's rebounded by Rondo. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okongwu. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Irving finds Griffin. Can't cash in from close range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the basket is good. And the Nets lead by 1.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Irving kicks to Green. Let's go. Irving can't hit. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Back to Herter. Outside Bogdanovich. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 3-point Hawks lead. The net shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Fires at the elbow. Again, Irving missing. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Irving in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
Here's Herter. No good from outside.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. In the corner, Irving with it. Up again, and Griffin stays with it.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Okongwu dishes to Bogdanovich. Rejected by Harris. It's deflected. Right side Irving over Rondo. That one off the back iron and out. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta making some changes. Trae Young comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Reddish in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Here's Young. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
To the middle, here's Jordan. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight. Molinari pass to Bogdanovich. Now here's Reddish. He's tightly guarded, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Cowens comes in for Gallinari. And Tony Snell subbed in for Bogdanovich. And the Nets also making a change. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Joe Harris. It's tipped. Durant with the steal. In the corner, Irving with it. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Durant. 14 feet away. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Young drives in. It falls.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Irving against Young. Irving looking over the floor. Pulls from the top of the key. Money!
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
And Cowens has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to Reddish. Back to Cowens. No good on the shot. Nice D from Durant. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now Kevin Durant. Can't cash in. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there's...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg.
In the spirit of the NBA All-Star Game, we've had some great All-Star trivia for you to earn some.
Hello, and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Inside, Holiday. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Grant, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it. Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
To the paint, stolen by Collins. Got a piece of it. Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Passes it to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Middleton looking it over. That one misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA, struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming. Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Capella sends it back, and he recovers it. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Young. Hawks passing it around. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Such a smart defensive player. Drew Holiday understanding when he should go after steals. If you're going to go for it, get it.
Herter passes to Capella. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here's Young. Finished off the break. Young's got his second basket of the night.
How about the instincts by Herter right there making a difference on that end?
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Here's Young. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kevin Herter. He's covered by Rondo. At the top of the key, Forbes. 4 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Johnny Snell's checked in for Trae Young. Tipped away and stolen by Okongwu. And here we go. Hawks running again. Here's Rondo out to Gallinari. Launches a 3. No good on that one. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Connaughton. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Nice shot by Portis. 51 seconds left in the first. Bogdanovich against Portis. And Okongwu slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Craig can't get it to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Rondo. Gallinari outside. Now here's Okongwu. He's guarded closely. The Hawks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And that one falls for Okongwu. And so he makes both from the line. And the Bucks with possession here, trailing by 13. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
Probably looking for more of.
And so it's Atlanta looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shot.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Bogdanovich. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Rondo in at the point.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Okongwu with it, picked up by Portis. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Okongwu. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 18. The pass to Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And here's Young. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Second chance shot. Rebound Atlanta.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Young, right side. It's good.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Holiday, here we go. The rebound by Young.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. From deep three-point range, Young, no good. Bucks trail by 18. Now Now here is Holiday, banked in off the glass.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Capella. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
For 3, Middleton. The rebound by Young.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Herter gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Holiday, and they pick up 2. Holiday's got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
With the teardrop, and it's laid up and in by Young. And the Hawks lead by 18.
So tricky there with the floater, and a nice touch from Trae Young.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Young outside from deep. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Atlanta was looking great right away. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished for this team. And that does it for our
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got DJ Augustine. Brooke Lopez is out there with Wilson, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Herter, no good.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Hawks leading by 17. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And here comes Augustine late in the fast break. Here is Forbes, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Trae, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Herter. It's Young on the wing. Kicks it out to Collins. Down low. Up top, Capella to the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Sweet little floater. Young's got 13.
Yeah, Trae Young looking like one of those young players who on a nightly basis gives you something you haven't seen before.
Young with the steal. On up the court. Herder passes to Capella. Dishes it to Collins. Here's Herder. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
To the paint, here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for DJ Wilson. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 17-point game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rondo passes to Collins. The feed now to Okongwu. Collins wide open. He fires. They get it back. Okongwu kicks to Snell. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. He has 7. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Holiday finds Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins.
I wonder if Antetokounmpo is Greek for lightning, because that's what he did there on the penetration.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Giannis left side, out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. 1:15 left in the third. Pass to Gallinari, over to the wing. Holiday against Rondo. Snell, the pass to Rondo. He doesn't hit that one.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Rondo against Giannis. Rondo dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound Atlanta.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And Gallinari kicks to Snell. The 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And so it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And You love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Bogdanovic. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Here's Rondo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Rondo's got his first 2 points. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Inside. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Giannis. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Young, no good. Bucks trail by 14. Giannis with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. And that one's good by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points in just the second half. Reddish the pass to Capella. He dishes it to Bogdanovic. Gallinari surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Giannis outside. Tries from 7. And Capella sends it back. Connaughton passes to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
And Holiday throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Young's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Young against Holiday. Dishes to Gallinari. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. No good on the 3. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's Connaughton missing. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Gallinari against Middleton. Can't hit from in close. Atlanta leading by 8. To the inside. The kick out to Young. With the tip. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Hawks.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Clint Capella.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 11. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. There below is Barkley.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Giannis. And Durant sends it back. Harden right side. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Harden against Holiday. Harden outside. Passes it to Shamet. It's Durant on the wing. 5 on the clock. Over onto Antetokounmpo. The shot by KD. No good. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Trying to get open is Lopez. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here's KD after the basket by Milwaukee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Houston.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Holiday against Harden. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Here's Holiday. The putback. Brooklyn with the rebound. There's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here is Augustine, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Portis kicks to Giannis. Griffin grabs the board.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Boy, we know he's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, but the finger roll might be the sweetest of them all.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Griffin grabs the board.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Giannis is double. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And it's DJ Augustin with the foul. That's his first foul. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Augustin. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. No good on the triple. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Live from Brooklyn. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like to stay locked in to the game and football.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Green. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Luwawu in at the 3.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Here's Augustin. No good that time. Great D that time from Griffin.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Augustin, and he banks in the layup.
Well, the repetition, right? DJ Augustin has run this type of play time and time again, and critical, helping him in that situation.
Goes up to the stripe. That shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Irving. Misses from short range. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lets it go from the wing. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. Irving against Augustin. Portis trying to free himself. Augustin, no luck.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Holiday. And it's blocked by Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Middleton.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
Launches it. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's blocked by Jordan. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Got that one up quick. And now a 6-point Nets lead. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Now the feed to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Durant against Giannis. Over Giannis. They get it again. Outside Durant. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Durant, and it's Brown in for Landry Shamet. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Harden gets the bucket.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Harden scanning the floor. Left side, Jordan. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Harden's got 10.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan to have that kind of touch.
He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Brook Lopez, such a versatile scorer. He's got great low post moves. He can also step away and face up and make jump shots. Very difficult bind for the defenders.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Outside, KD. Outside for Jordan. Antetokounmpo against KD. Count that one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Giannis inside. KD's on him. Durant with some nice D.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Harden finds Durant. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Antetokounmpo. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Giannis has got 18 points.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
KD passes to Harden. Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. KD dishes to Jordan. Over Lopez. And it comes off the front of the rim. Bucks trail by 3. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Feeds to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. With some arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Over Jordan. Bank shot. No good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And KD throws it down.
But how about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
Holiday against Jordan. Holiday, the pass to... Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Woo.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. It's Harden with the drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Brook Lopez. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Landry Shamet.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for DJ Augustine. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Pass to Brown. Now, here is Irving. Guarded close. A beautiful reverse layup. Irving's got 8 points.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
For 3, Middleton. Offensive rebound. Portis. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden dishes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Forbes. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 6th rebound on the night. On the wing, Irving. Tips it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Nets lead by 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Bucks trail by 9. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Green. And it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Down low, Griffin with the steal. Now Harden. Griffin controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 11.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And it's in there.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
DiVincenzo against Harden. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Portis with it. And there's the pass to Connaughton. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And taken away by Brown. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Moving it up. And the jam by Harden.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
For 3, Middleton drains it from beyond the arc.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. Releases. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bucks trail by 12. And it's Middleton penetrating. Makes it off the glass.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Harden outside. Good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Portis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's 8 points for Bobby Portis.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Connaughton. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Harris. Harden left side. Jacks up a 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Now here is Holiday. He's covered by Shamet.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Here's Irving. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Shoots. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving. And the Nets lead by 12.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Count the basket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And on the way from Irving for three. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.